All right, here we go. 2020 Leaf Metal Pop Century pre-production proofs. This is a heavy box. Every single one is encapsulated. They are all one of one. Let's see what we get. Always love the Leaf product. Always feels like good value. Okay, so it says 3 unsigned, 1 of 1 proof slab cards. So I would assume that probably rules out material cards too. I think they're all just they're gonna be exactly what was promised. The 1 of 1 pre-production proofs. And they are heavy though, because all of them are in their cases are nice. They're like the Beckett BGS cases pretty much. You'll see. I'll show you. All right. First up, who is this? Janice Soprano, which is Ada Turturro. And these backs are blank since they're the pre-production proofs. What are we hoping for? Harrison Ford, of course, would be nice. This is Vincent Pastore, also from Sopranos, right? This one's like a see-through card. Oh, speaking of, Harrison Ford. That's a good one. Classic roles, pre-production proof, Harrison Ford. We got that in our first case of the actual product. We got that autographed. That was a pretty big hit, considering he's a $1,000 autograph. And it would have been epic if these were all signed. Still good though, nice and affordable. And again, their cases are really nice in these. Leaf does a good job. They're pretty much like the BGS cases. All right, first up is Richard Thomas, John Boy. If you guys want to have some fun, shout out the movie or the show that these are all from. I probably couldn't get half of them. Nancy Kovac. Nancy Kovac. Again, all 1 of 1s. They are all label 1 of 1s. There you go. I know this guy from The Office, Creed. Creed Bratton. And this is the Super Prismatic Gold proof. Kind of cool. I wonder if that was a 1 of 1 in the product too. Do people prefer BGS or PSA graded cards better? That's a good question. Are you talking about like aesthetically, or are you talking about just pure what sells for the most? I think those are probably 2 different answers. The nice thing about, here's something because I actually hadn't submitted cards myself until recently, because we're doing those Cavalies breaks through Pristine Auction on YouTube. So I actually just sent a big batch. So PSA charges you based off the value of the card. And so let's say, for example, you have a card that's worth $100, but it grades a 10, and that makes it worth $5,000. They're going to actually call and collect the difference, and because it's now a $5,000 card. Beckett is basically a flat fee per card. Doesn't matter. I think that's the way it should be, personally. I think Beckett's cases are very attractive. Nothing against PSA. I think PSA, though, is sort of the standard right now. Like they're, people want the PSA 10. Anyway, Elizabeth Berkley. Bella Thorne. And it seems like there's good ones on the back. There you go, Cheech and Chong, gold, 1 of 1. So again, in the actual product, that would have been dual signed. This is just the proof card. I feel like they're putting a nice one on the back of each, as Leaf typically does. Did we sell that last spot in National Treasures Racing yet? Let me refresh. Yes! Haha, we did. Nice job, people. Love it. All right, we do have 43 spots left in Leaf Metal All-American. I'm actually surprised that lasted so long. I think it only did because I did it by the single spot. Normally I do, it's like $59 for 3 spots, but we did it a little different just to make it super cheap. So anyway, Sean Astin. But that's okay. It's going to get probably a lot of people in that maybe wouldn't have done it before. Tony Basil. 1 of 1. And what's on the back? Mike Tyson. Nice. That guy's awesome. And he 100% won that last fight. Just heads up. Makes me feel like they plan on calling it a draw no matter what happened, unless somebody got knocked out. All right, next up, Delta Burke. Denise Richards, that's a clear one. And Mark Cuban. And they are all different. Like this is the prismatic red. So they do all have different, the Denise Richards is clear black. So they have different versions. And Courtney Robinson, that's right. He was talking a whole bunch of junk before that too, wasn't he, Drew? I think. I didn't really follow that, but I'm sure he was. And now apparently, who's the kid that fought him? Because apparently now he's Jake Paul. Jake Paul, is it? Is that right? Now he's getting a fight with Floyd Mayweather. That'll be interesting. Camille Kostek, Heartbreakers. Anthony Rapp. I see what's below it because it's a clear card. Al Pacino. Nice. It's a nice looking Al Pacino. Green. 6 to go. Anybody else? Who's the... Obviously, we already hit Harrison Ford. Who else are we hoping for in here? As like a top hit. Maybe another Harrison Ford? I guess it's always possible. Oh, the second card is sliding out of the case. Oh, maybe not. Never mind. Just looks like it. Scott Baio and Marion Ross. One of the clear dual cards. Michael Imperioli. And a duel of Charlie Sheen and John Cusack. Nice duel. Yeah, it's 2020, so is it gonna happen? It's not happening in 2020 technically, but I guess it's signed on 2020, so I guess that does make sense. 5 to go. First up is Michelle Johnson. Next up, Federico Castelluccio and Ray Liotta. I wonder how many total cards there are. That obviously every single one's a 1/1. I wonder how many cards are represented. I have no idea, but it can't be a whole ton. I can't imagine there was a whole lot of this produced. Doyle Brunson and Daniel Negreanu. I really like Daniel Negreanu. Guy's got a good attitude no matter what. Henry Winkler and Anson Williams. And Dennis Rodman for the sports crowd. Guess he's kind of a hybrid, right? Sports / pop culture / celebrity / wedding dress man / North Korean superstar. Fun. Speaking of Dennis Rodman, Carmen Electra, Heartbreaker. Dennis Rodman's Heartbreaker. Next up, Nina Dobrev. And Dale Boggio. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely still valuable to collectors because they're all 1/1s. It's kind of a niche thing, but it's a pretty cool concept that they're making these available. I don't know what other companies do with them. I guess like their printing plates, they end up putting in packs, and sometimes they'll throw autographs on them. Yeah, they'd definitely be even better if they threw autographs on these, which they had them. I wonder why they don't consider that. Obviously, it would make the product more expensive, but Brian wants the Brunson, whoever hits it. Lisa Arena. Joey Lawrence. And Dick Van Dyke. Very cool. Burt. All right, one more. Then I got some entering to do into the randomizer. Heather Thomas. Jeremy Renner and Michael Madsen. I really like Jeremy Renner as an actor, by the way. Everything he's in, he's fantastic. And a duel of Tom Arnold and Laura Dern. What would that have been from? I know Laura Dern's like from Star Wars and from Jurassic Park. So there you go.